In terms of when you look back to when Loki was first introduced to the world in your performance, what do you remember about that time?
One Monday morning I came back and Ken said to me, "What did you do at the weekend?" I said, "I saw this film Iron Man. It's really great." And he went, "Oh yeah, Downey, yeah." And then I said, "You worked with him, with Robert Altman," and we had this conversation about Downey Jr. And then a year later, we were making Thor together. And both of us felt like we had won the lottery because we were in this world, this kind of new world. And Kevin Feige, the president of Marvel Studios, said to me, when he was congratulating me on getting the part, he said, "I want to talk to you about the Avengers." And I went, "Hang on a second, I'm still getting to grips with Thor. What are the Avengers?" And he told me this dream about a new universe that he was building of all these characters from the comic books, and it was going to be a cinematic universe to mirror the comic books. I thought, that's amazing. And now, 10 years later, I'm still here.
In this particular film, the villain in Infinity War, the mighty Thanos, and Loki is such a memorable villain. I mean, just
well, Loki and Thanos have history.
Well, I wanted to ask if what makes a good villain and whether you passed on any advice to him.
Well, Thanos is played by Josh Brolin, who needs no advice from me. And actually, if he were here, he was, I think, having the time of his life on this. He enjoyed it more than anything else he'd ever done. And he said it with sincerity. He said, "This is like going back to drama school. I'm at the vanguard of a new technology." I think he was kind of taking the sort of like, he felt like the only one, you know. Just let Thanos go to his head. Yeah, what's interesting about this film is, for those of you who may remember, in Avengers 1, Loki arrives on Earth with the scepter, which contains one of the Infinity Stones which Thanos needs to collect, or used to contain until it resided in the head of the very fine Paul Bettany. And also the Tesseract is another one, the Space Stone. And Loki and the Tesseract also go way back. And some of you have seen the trailer, so not spoiling anything. And I wonder why he's offering. I think Loki, in my head, he's forgotten his cards at home, and he doesn't have any cash. And someone said, "Look, you've bought the Avengers pizza. What have you got?" And he's like, "You can have the Tesseract." That's what I think. Oh, come on.
Don't tell me you haven't sat at home and done Spider-Man anagrams.
To be fair, I just asked, what's an anagram?
It was what they had before Instagram.